Hi friends, today in this video we will see about how to determine the modulus of rigidity by using a torsional oscillation. First of all, we will understand what is meant by a torsional oscillation. Let a disc is suspended to a long and thin wire whose other end is attached to a rigid support. Now we will give a couple to this disc, so that's why the disc rotate in a horizontal direction. When you apply a couple to this disc, the wire is twisted and a restoring couple is produced equal and opposite to the applied force. When we remove this applied force, the restoring couple is unbalanced and circular disc rotate in the horizontal direction with about the wire as a axis, and the oscillations of the disc is to be happen. Due to the inertia, this body will try to keep at its rest position, but this will not be happen. Due to that inertia, the oscillation of a circular disc takes place, and that oscillation is called as the torsional oscillation. And the angular acceleration is produced due to this inertia and opposite twisting of a wire takes place. So angular acceleration of a simple harmonic motion is given by the formula T is equal to 2 pi under root of I upon C, where I is the moment of inertia of a disc and C is a torsional, we can call it as a torsional constant or a couple per unit twist, and this constant is expressed as constant C is equal to pi sigma into a raised to 4 upon 2L. If we substitute this value of constant term into a above term, that is T is equal to 2 pi under root of I upon C, then modulus of rigidity, that is eta, is equal to 8 pi I into L divided by a raised to 4 multiplied by T square. So this is the formula of a modulus of rigidity of a torsional oscillation. We will move towards the second part, that is the measurements. By using a micrometer screw gauge, you can measure the diameter of a wire at 3 different locations. Take the average. Here we have taken as a micrometer screw gauge. There is no any error seen on this micrometer screw, and write it, note down it. If we cannot measure the accurate value of this radius, more important for this experiment to determine the modulus of rigidity, because this radius of the diameter is used in the formula, that is denominator terminology, is a fourth power factor. So that's why it is very important to measure the radius of a wire. Then second part is how to measure the radius of a disc. So in this video we'll see how to measure the diameter of metal disc and a metal wire. Okay, so I have take here a thread. So please, so here wound a thread over a circumference of a disc, and this thread measure a length of this thread onto a scale. So this is about a 32.5. so this is the circumference of the circle, length of the circumference of circle. So by using a formula, that is circumference of circle is equal to 2 pi r. If we put the value of circumference of circle, that is the 32.5 centimeter, and from this formula you determine the r. Then measure the length of the wire by using a meter scale. Keep the upper end of the wire is tightly fixed. Then give the oscillations. Okay, first of all, how to take the readings? Note down, give a mark of a chalk onto a circumference of a disc. Focus a telescope mark of that chalk on this disc. Okay, give the oscillations. A couple to this disc, the disc will be in the rotation, will be rotate. When this mark of a white chalk cross this cross wire of the vertical wire of telescope, then at that point start the stopwatch. So count the number of 20 oscillations. At the end of 20 oscillations, stop that stop clock and note down the period performing the number of oscillations. So calculate the time period T by increasing 5 centimeter. Repeat the procedure as I earlier said. Plot the graph of L against T square and put these values into the formula of a modulus of rigidity. Then we get the value of modulus of rigidity in the terms of power 10 raised to 11, and from the graph you can also calculate the value of we can, by using that graph, you calculate the value of slope. Put that value of the slope in the equation of a modulus of rigidity. Then this value of a graph, the calculated value of the measurement and from this graph may be nearly equal. If it is they are equal, then your experiment of the torsional oscillation is completed. Take the measurements accurately means in the formula of modulus of rigidity, the denominator term of this equation are in the form of powers, that is a raised to 4 and time period t square. If these values are incorrect, then our last calculated value, that we can say that result of this equation will be violated from the accurate value of this result. So